Welcome, here I've got a NOKIA 5.4 and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button to open it, and for now we are in the standard photo mode. Let's see what we've got here. Let me start by tapping on the screen anywhere like that. And as you can see, we get access to this kind of square. This is the focusing square, so we can pick the focusing area anywhere at our picture we need. And this is connected with this small sun icon from the right. When we tap on the sun, we get access to the slider, and this is the exposure compensation option, so we can manage the light of our picture. By going up, we can make our photo more bright. By going down, we can make it more dark. And now let's have a look at these three buttons here. Now we can change the lenses of this camera. From the left we have the ultra wide lens, so let me change this. And this is how it looks like. At the center we have the standard lens, and from the right we have the macro one. And here we have to keep 4 cm distance from our topic. Let's stay on the standard now, because I want to show you how to use zoom. We can do it by using 2 fingers and get closer to the subject and also go back. This option is locked in the macro, so here we can't use zoom, as you can see. And when we use it in the ultra wide lens, it automatically goes as to the 1. And we can use zoom also in the second way. When we tap on this button a little bit longer, we get access to this slider, and we can decide how close we want to be. I think this way is just more precisely than using 2 fingers. So let's stay on the standard 1 lens. And now let's have a look at this settings bar. Here we can change the modes of this camera by going to the left or right. Now let's go to the left. We have the portrait, night, and more, so the panoramic, time-lapse and the slow motion. By going to the right from the photo, we have the standard video and the cinema video. So this is kind of video pro mode here. As you can see, we have the horizontal level view now, and this is how it looks like. We can tap on this button from the right here to get access to some advanced video options. And let me show you maybe this button here from the left. And now we get access to this slider, and we can add some cool filters to our video. And also in some more advanced modes of this camera, we have this highlighter button here. When we tap on it, we get access to the quick tutorial, so we can read about all of the features in this mode. I think this is really useful, so you can learn from this also. And to go back from the video mode, let's tap on this X letter button here, and we are again on the standard photo. So I don't focus about all of the modes of this camera because I don't have much time to this. I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. And now let's stay on the photo and let's move to this settings bar here. Let's go from the right. The first one button here allows us to control the flash. Now it's turned off. We can turn it on the auto here, so the camera should recognize when it's needed, when it's too dark. Another tap here to the right corner, and we can turn on flash every time we take a picture. And also here from the right we have access to the torch, the fill light. Now let's turn this off and let's move to this button here. And now we can change aspect ratio of this camera. We are in 4:3 ratio. 4:3 is also available here at the center with 48 megapixels, the best possible quality of this camera. And here also we can go to the left corner to 1:1 aspect ratio. As you can see, the background has changed to the square one, so this is how it looks like. Another tap to this button and let's move to 16:9 ratio. Now we have the background a little bit longer than 4:3. Another tap and we can get also access to the full aspect ratio. So this is how it looks like. Now let's tap here once again and stay on 4:3, the original one. And let's move to this button, the third from the right. Here we can manage the camera timer, so we can turn on the delay of taking picture. We have delay 3 or 10 seconds. Let me pick 3 to show you how it works. And now let me take a photo. And we have the countdown. and the photo was taken with 3 seconds of delay. So let's tap to this button, let's turn this off. As you can see, when we have turned on some of these buttons, we have this blue button that suggests us that now this is turned on and it works. So when we turn it off, it again is in the white color. And another button here goes us to the motion picture. As you can see, we have the blue light, so now motion is turned on, and another tap to easily turn it off. Now let me keep this turned on. This is one of my favorite options here, because now when we take a picture we can get 2 in 1, the photo and the short clip. Let me show you how it works by taking a photo. Maybe let me give some space to my camera to get the better result. And this is my object. So let's go back to this view. And to see the picture, now let's move to the right to this button. When we tap here, we can get quick access to the gallery. And this is our motion photo. Now we can see the picture. To play the short clip, we have to tap on this button here. And this is how it looks like. We can stop it by tapping again here, and now we can see the picture. So let's go back to the camera now, and let's turn off the motion photo. And let's move now to the left corner here, to this button. When we tap on it, we can open the advanced camera settings. So let me show you a few of them. As you can see, it's a lot of them. Let's start with the general category. At the first place we have shooter sound, so of course by using this button we can turn on and turn off the camera sounds. Another feature here is the grid, so here we can turn on, by using also this button from the right, the camera grid lines, and turn them off when we don't need them. Now let me keep them turned on. Let's go back to the camera, and in the preview we can see these lines. This is useful, for example, when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography or making experiments with composition. So of course remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture when we take a photo, and when we go again to the right to the gallery we can't see them, so the grid lines are only to help us taking better photos. And of course when we don't need them, we can tap to the left corner once again, use this button here, and now they have gone in the preview. So let's move again to the left corner settings and to the location tag option. Here we can add some short information about the place where we take a picture. By using this button we can turn it off and turn it on, and we can find the location at the details. Also, the important thing here is that to make it work correctly, when we want to save the actual location of our photo, we have to be connected with the internet, for example with the Wi-Fi or the mobile data, and we have to turn on the location of this device. So remember about the location and the internet. Now let me keep all of these settings turned on. Let's go back to the camera and take another picture, and let's move to the right here again to the gallery. And to check the location of this photo, we have to slide a little bit down, and as you can see, here we have access to the map with the full address. Also when we tap here we can get quick access to the Google Maps and check the full address at the real map. Now let's go back to the camera and to the left corner settings. Let's slide a little bit down and focus on photo category. At the first place we have option long press on shutter. When we tap here we can decide to take a video quickly or the burst shot. I want to show you the burst shot because this is really cool thing also. And now when we go back to the camera, this is our shutter. When we tap on it a little bit longer, we get the countdown, and we can take many pictures at the same time very quickly. So this is the burst shot. Now let's tap again to the left corner, let's slide to the photo settings, and let's move to the HDR option. We can turn it on and off quickly by using this button from the right, or we can turn it at the center and pick to turn on automatically HDR or always on. I suggest you to keep this on automatically because the HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our photos, and it really helps to make our pictures just more beautiful and lightful. And now let's move to the watermark option. When we tap on the center, we get access to the advanced watermark settings. We can add here the personal message watermark, so by using this button we can turn it on. And now we can add our own watermark. For example, let me write here the hard reset. And OK. And here it appears in the quick preview, so we can see it. We can see that we can also pick the style of this kind of watermark. As you can see, you can pick whatever you like here. And we can add also the device information, the second watermark, so the NOKIA 5 and 6. When we slide now, we should see this, but this doesn't work, so we have to turn off the personal message to see that we can pick from two Nokia watermarks. And now when we add again the personal message, we have the hard reset in the first line and the Nokia in the second one. And also we have some really cool option here in this camera, personalized image. So when we tap here, we can add our own watermark image to the picture. Let me show you how it works next. And we can upload. Got it. And we can add here whatever we need. I don't have much choice, we have the same pictures, but to show you the example, this is how it looks like when we add here something. You can add here the JPEG or the PNG, and also we can turn it off by using this button and just stay for this kind of. Maybe let me stay on this, let me pick this kind of watermark, and let's go back to the camera to take a picture to see it at the real one. So let's go again to the gallery, and this is the photo with this watermark, so let's get closer to it. And we have the hard reset shot on NOKIA 5.4. And now let's go back to the camera, to the left cornered settings. Of course, when we don't need the watermark, we can slide and use this button to turn it off. And after managing all of the settings, sometimes we want to go back to the auto settings. We can do it by using the last one option here, reset settings. So now when we tap on it, we can OK to that, restore camera to its default settings. And now we can start using this from the beginning. And that's all, thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.